Welcome back. We're going to jump right into part three, the solutions. So, housing, New York City, what did they do about the issue? There's a lot of issues with the housing. New York passed a law setting the minimum standard for plumbing and ventilation. Tenements now had air shafts and windows for each room. So now there is a bit more ability for people to breathe and have a bit more airflow into their houses. So hopefully things could be a bit better in that. Water, New York City and Cleveland both built new public waterworks to handle the increasing demand. Many other cities followed suit after that. Cities added water filtration via chlorine in 1908. This helped to fight cholera and typhoid, both diseases occurring when you don't separate your sewage water from your drinking water, which is quite difficult if you don't have a water system occurring. Sanitation, they came up with scavengers, which were private contractors who were going to clean the streets. They would sweep the streets, collect garbage, clean outhouses, and collect the dead horse carcasses, as previously talked about. Hopefully, they would. Cities made sewer lines and sanitation departments as well. New York was the first to have a full-time salaried police force in their city. Other cities had police forces before them, but they were the first full-time salaried one doing that. And then with the fire, Chicago was the ones that made the first fire department in 1853. By 1900, most cities had full-time fire departments. And automatic fire sprinklers were invented in 1874. And then wooden buildings were replaced by stone and brick, which are a lot less flammable. You put wood in a fire, it's going to burn. You put brick in the fire, you're just kind of dampening the fire for everyone and kind of ruin the mood. However, even with these, there were still many issues that came with them. Though people were doing the best they could to make an effort, houses weren't still well ventilated. When they had the air ducts, people would just fill them with trash because the contractors, the scavengers weren't really doing their jobs that well. Many city dwellers had no safe drinking water. Transportation couldn't meet demand. Scavengers did a poor job. Crime was still rampant. The police force was still unorganized and way too small to be able to make a major impact in the crime. Fires were still very overwhelming at this point as well. Law enforcement was too small to really make a huge difference. Settlement house movement is what we're going to be talking about next. Now, this is like a good thing that was going on as well throughout all of this. We talked about the prosperity gospel and how that was forming around this time. But there was another gospel, which was salvation through service to the poor. As we all know, salvation is through faith alone. However, the social gospel movement made a very positive effort into the society, as settlement houses were community centers in slums to help the areas out, those who were experiencing the worst parts of the cities. They were led by middle-class, college-educated women who were really making a huge difference to the society. They provided classes in subjects like English, health, and painting. They even had college courses, provided nursing too, not just teaching nursing, but also having nurses there who would help. And then by 1910, 400 settlement houses were in cities across the country. So it was very successful to the city around them. So the impact of what everyone's trying to do was not too great, but it was still making an effort and still doing some kind of impact. And that is very important in the society. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Good luck with the assignment. I wish you the best, and I will see you live Tuesday. Take care.